You're watching ABC 7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. Topping our news this half hour, some big storms affecting some areas of the Suncoast.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at those storms. Bob?
Yeah, not our typical wide coverage of heavy weather, but there is one area in particular we have been watching from Parrish southward to Lakewood Ranch, now spreading toward Fruitville and marching slowly across I-75 into places like Terra, stretching down toward Palm Air. Some heavy lightning, although I've noticed the lightning is starting to decrease in frequency, and as well as not as much coverage. You can see that rain is lessening now in Parrish, but pretty heavy at Lakewood Ranch, State Road 70 southward down into Town Center. You notice how the lightning was a little bit more activity there. Now it's weakening somewhat. That would indicate that the storm is weakening, but still it's not that weak of a storm. It's producing some pretty heavy rainfall along I-75. Treacherous driving right now. If you have a driving trip planned along I-75, you won't want to hold off on that for the next hour or so before this storm eventually winds up. Now you can see that lightning strike. The blue indicates the positive strikes, which have much more amperage and much more voltage to them. And you can see some of that activity now spreading west of I-75 as well. As I mentioned, near University and stretching toward Palm Air, there's DeSoto Road right there getting some light rainfall, but it is building a little bit further off to the south. State Road 64 all the way up to Upper Manatee River Road. Some pretty heavy rainfall now spreading off toward Onico and down south. Not much rainfall, but as I alluded to, this is starting to kind of spread to the south at the same time, or at least develop to the south. So people along Fruitville and as well as Bee Ridge could get a little bit of rainfall here. Elsewhere, things are fairly quiet with the exception of that storm. Not much going on in the inland areas. We'll have more on our weather for the rest of this week and into the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Sarasota Memorial Hospital is celebrating the legacy of a former Suncoast doctor.
The pioneer's portrait now hangs at the hospital's internal medical practice in Newtown. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo joins us now to explain why that portrait is so important to the community. Dwayne?
Well, Jacqueline Scott, doctors and the Sarasota Memorial Hospital say honoring this doctor, the first African-American doctor in Sarasota, is one of the most important things this city can do.
All right.
Newtown community business owner Jetson Grimes wanted to be part of this ribbon cutting, honoring the late Dr. John Chenault, who was the first African-American doctor to acquire privileges at Sarasota Memorial. He knew the doctor on a personal level, working right across the street from his practice back in the early 1960s.
Well, I saw the individual that was in and out of that office and, to get really good medical care from African-American doctors. So he was really something really special for Sarasota, not just for the Newtown community.
The dedication ceremony included the unveiling of his portrait, a gift from Ringling College of Art and Design. It also included a brief history of his background and contributions, an honor that Sarasota doctor Washington Hill says is long overdue.
We should respect those who came before us and who worked hard in this community, not only in Newtown, but in Sarasota and at the hospital, to provide medical care.
What he came to Sarasota and did was historic.
Organizer Walter Gilbert says Chenault chose this area because there was a need for physicians of color, giving medical care to residents of the Newtown community during segregation who could not go anywhere else.
He could have practiced anywhere in America, a man that had the type of credentials he had. And he chose to come to Sarasota, Florida in the 60s.
And now Grimes works in the same building that Dr. Chenault practiced in many years ago.
When he decided to move in this community, had tremendous response from the residents of the Newtown community, and not just only from the community, from people from outside the community.
Now, as you mentioned earlier, his portrait now hangs at the hospital's internal medical practice in Newtown as a reminder to everyone who he was and his contributions. Reporting live in Sarasota, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Dwayne, thank you. An update now on the nursing shortage happening across the state. 22 nursing students awarded scholarships from the Suncoast Nursing Action Coalition today in a continuing effort to recruit more nurses to the area. $74,000 in scholarships went to these local students pursuing a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree and a doctorate in nursing. David McIntyre is a student at USF. He says the scholarship will help him continue his education even after battling a tragic accident that nearly took his life.
That resulted in 19 reconstructive surgeries in hospitals all over Florida, and I had the first-hand experience of being a patient as well as being a first responder before. And while I was a patient, it was the efforts of all the nurses that helped me in my recovery and how much they cared and how compassionate they were that really inspired me to pursue a nursing career.
The Suncoast Nursing Action Coalition hopes to increase the nursing workforce by 80% by the year 2022.
Here on the Suncoast, another popular event is being canceled because of red tide. This month's Friday Fest at the Van Wezel has been canceled. The Van Wezel sits right next to Sarasota Bay, which is still being impacted by red tide. That event was scheduled to take place this Friday. There's no word yet on whether it will be rescheduled. A race for one of our open congressional seats is getting heated between two well-known Suncoast Republicans. ABC 7's Alan Cohn joins us with a preview of tonight's ABC 7 at 7 top story. Alan?
Jacqueline, whoever wins the Republican primary is an overwhelming favorite to replace Congressman Tom Rooney, and state lawmakers Greg Steube and Julio Gonzalez are trying to separate themselves to Republican voters by attacking each other's character. Much has been dug up about the two leading up to the primary election later this month, like a medical malpractice lawsuit against Gonzalez's business and questions about Steube's military record. And businessman Bill Akins is also vying for the nomination. It is putting the area's Republicans in a tough position.
It just keeps escalating to the point which gets purely nasty, and the facts get twisted all over the place.
Coming up tonight, that's on ABC 7 at 7. All three candidates will be in studio to hash it out at the trapezoid. Scott?
Alan, we'll see you tonight. Thank you. Victims of sex abuse by Pennsylvania Catholic priests are speaking out after an explosive grand jury report. The Pennsylvania Attorney General has called it the United States' largest, most comprehensive report into child sex abuse in the Catholic Church. 300 Catholic priests have been accused by a grand jury of sexually abusing more than 1,000 children. The report says priests were raping boys and girls, with church leadership protecting and even promoting the attackers.
I don't understand how an organization has more say and more sway in the state that I swore to defend than I do. So there's a bill in the Pennsylvania State House being debated now, and that could bring justice.
The Pennsylvania State House will vote next month on whether to eliminate criminal statute of limitations. A new audit is raising questions about whether private school vouchers went to ineligible students in Florida. The state auditor general releasing that audit last week that found Step Up for Students did not always properly evaluate the household income of those who were seeking the vouchers. That program offers vouchers to low-income families, although eligibility has recently been expanded. Students at Palmetto Elementary School got a very big surprise this morning. They received $5,000 worth of new school supplies from Feld Entertainment and Great Clips, along with a visit from the Mohawk Warrior Monster Jam truck and its driver, Bryce Kenny. Turns out these school supplies are really needed at the school.
This was absolutely amazing. These students at this school, it's a Title I school, so they struggle, their families struggle with school supplies, and we always are depending on local churches and community members to help us with school supplies. So to get a call that we were going to receive $5,000 and be honored with the monster truck, it was amazing.
The Happy Kids received new backpacks, notebooks, pencils, and much more just in time for the start of the new school year. Florida Power and Light representatives are at ABC 7 today to answer your questions about your energy bill and the ways you can lower it. Jacqueline joined us now from the phone bank in our newsroom. Jacqueline.
Here in the newsroom with Valencia Oliveira from FPL. She's talking a little bit about how you can save money on your energy bill and what you can do to lower your cost. Now, you have a prop in your hand. Tell me a little bit about what this is and how it all works.
Sure. So this is a smart thermostat, and technology is really allowing us to do everything these days from our smartphone, and saving energy is certainly no exception. So this is actually a smart thermostat. It's an ecobee 4 thermostat, and what we'd like about this product and why we recommend it to our customers is you can actually change the temperature on your thermostat, put it up, put it down directly from your smartphone. And that just makes it so easy for energy savings. Maybe we've left home and we've forgotten to turn the AC up. Well, now you can do it from your smartphone. Or we're going to get home and we don't want it to be too warm. You can lower it before you get home. So just another great option for customers to save energy and money.
Okay, and you also have an FPL app. I know I have that app on my phone. And what all can you do on that app? Because I know there's all sorts of things. I've seen it, but I don't really know how to navigate it. What can you tell us about that?
So the app is fantastic. You can download it on the Google Play Store or the App Store, and it allows you to do great things. You can view your bill, you can pay your bill, you can also see what your projected bill is. So let's say now I just looked at my app, it says that my projected bill is a certain amount the next month. Well, maybe if you don't like that amount, you can take some of these measures that we're sharing here today with viewers to take control of your energy usage and help lower your bill. So it's just another option for our customers to really take control of what they consume at home and, of course, help lower that electric bill.
Awesome, some great information there. Now, if you guys have questions at home, we have these Florida Power and Light representatives back behind us answering your questions about your energy bill. You can call our phone bank at the number on your screen. That's 941-552-3127 to talk to one of these FPL representatives directly. And we'll be back here at 6 o'clock with more tips to help you lower your energy bill. Scott, back to you.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you. Still to come in your Suncoast News, why drinking too much water can actually be bad for your health. And we'll show you the new movie theater screens that will make you feel like you're actually in the movie. Stay with us.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system could make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now, SoClean.com has released the world's first automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs and bacteria. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer, risk-free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
The SoClean works, and it's a really effective product, and I couldn't believe how easy it was to use.
SoClean works on all popular CPAP machines and masks, destroying CPAP germs and bacteria without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and walk away. Voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited-time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Well, it's a normal debate. How much water should we be drinking every day? 8 glasses, maybe a gallon? Well, Reed Binion tells us why experts say that number is up to you and your thirst.
Are you drinking enough water? Are you staying hydrated? These are common questions, but what about these? Are you drinking too much water? Are you overhydrated? These are questions you probably aren't used to, but can be just as important. While it's not as common, overhydration can be an actual problem, and in rare cases, a deadly one. It's known as hyponatremia. Hyponatremia occurs when your blood salt levels are diluted below the normal range from drinking too much water or sports drinks. This drop causes the body, and in some cases even the brain, to swell. This can be especially concerning for student athletes and those participating in endurance sports. The symptoms are similar to dehydration, but increasing fluids in this case is a big mistake. Experts say the best rule of thumb is simply to listen to your body. Drink when you're thirsty and simply stop when you aren't. So whether you're on a Netflix binge or running a 10K, this method will keep you properly hydrated. For today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Heavy rain has been falling across parts of the Sun Coast. It is starting to ease up a little bit across Lakewood Ranch. We've had rain moving in and out through that area since about 4:30 this afternoon. You can see a little bit of clearing, then some more rain behind it. Not a lot, but we had the southeasterly wind as we expected, and that southeast wind collided with the west coast sea breeze and just enough moisture to produce showers and a few isolated thunderstorms. There's one in particular now raining near State Road 64 all the way down to Lakewood Ranch. As I mentioned, though, starting to lessen somewhat, so it doesn't appear that it's going to build into Fruitville that much right now, but we are still seeing some rainfall around. You'll notice how it was rather large about an hour ago, and now it's shrinking. We still have a few lightning strikes there, so you cannot resume your golf yet, but it looks like in the next 15 to 20 minutes, most of this should be in the green range. You can see that heavier rainfall near Lorraine Road stretching down to University east of Town Center, and then right there near State Road 64, we're talking Heritage Harbor near Stony Brook, and also over to Greenfield Plantation, some rain falling still there with a few lightning strikes in place. And then to the west thereof, one lone shower has popped up near Palmasola in northwest Bradenton, and a little activity near Bayshore Gardens. The outflow from this storm may generate a few coastal showers here in the next half hour, so we'll keep an eye on that for you. There hasn't been a whole lot of widespread rainfall, just this one cell in particular that flared up along the sea breeze front. Elsewhere, things are quiet in Venice, Northport, Inglewood, stretching up toward Osprey right now, but we have to keep an eye on those outflow boundaries. It could generate a few more storms, but to the east thereof, there's not a whole lot of activity. These storms, by the way, moving to the from the southeast to the northwest, and that would indicate that southeasterly wind has taken over now. We're not seeing the all-day west wind like we had over the past week or so. Some dry air still kind of spinning around just to the east of the Bahamas. That will eventually work its way in. We have an upper level low spinning over the southern Bahamas and heading off to the west. No sign of that developing. And it looks as though the forecast is calling for these showers to be pretty much out of the picture by 10 o'clock tonight. If we see anything around, it should be rather light at that point. And then we'll see clearing skies after midnight. Should be a nice sunny start to the day on Thursday with no real threat of any rainfall until we get to the afternoon. Once again, there's a slight chance for a few late day storms developing along that southeast flow and the west coast sea breeze when the two meet. We'll see similar conditions on Friday, but the overall coverage will be rather light considering what time of year we're in. East winds return. We'll have another nice start. It was nice this morning across the Sun Coast with that east wind, and it will stay out of the east and southeast throughout most of the day. That will warm us up too. We'll have highs tomorrow into the upper 80s to low 90s with heat indices up near 100. It has cooled now at the airport into the 70s there due to the rain-cooled air spreading out from those storms near Lakewood Ranch. 90 in Orlando, and all into the 90s where it's not raining from Avon Park all the way to Northport and Venice. It feels like temperatures are not all that oppressive at this point, but they will be tomorrow afternoon. We'll be feeling like about 100 to 101 degrees throughout most of the afternoon. Beach and boating tomorrow. Winds out of the southeast with that sea breeze developing, say after 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The 7-day forecast does call for a 30% chance for scattered storms Thursday, Friday, a little less on Saturday. Sunday, pretty much at 30% even through Monday. We'll start to get back to that west wind, though, unfortunately, it looks like on Tuesday and Wednesday as another trough moves in over the southeast United States. Back to you.
right, Bob, thank you. Right now, Florida Power and Light representatives are in our newsroom to answer your questions about your energy bill. You can call our phone bank at the number on your screen. That's 941-552-3127 to talk to an FPL representative directly. Time now to check your first alert traffic. The interstate is backed up in the northbound lanes between State Road 70 and Fruitvale Road. Southbound lanes, however, are looking clear at this hour. Scott?
Well, in consumer news, the Department of Homeland Security's Inspector General will review a TSA program which is called Quiet Skies. The recently revealed program uses federal air marshals to track U.S. citizens flagged as possibly posing a threat. The passengers are not suspected of a crime, not under any investigation, and not on any terror watch list. Investigators will look into whether the program follows privacy laws and whether it's effective. The founders of Tinder are suing the dating app's owners. They claim they were cheated out of at least $2 billion. The co-founders and 8 other early employees filed a suit against Tinder's owners, Match Group, and its parent company, IAC. They claim IAC deliberately undervalued the company, denying the founders billions of dollars they were owed. IAC calls the suit meritless and will vigorously defend itself.
Take a look at this. It's claimed to be the world's first multi-projection cinema technology. Using several projectors, the movie bursts from traditional cinema screens across the theater's sidewalls. Now, the aim is to create an immersive 270-degree experience that fills audiences' peripheral vision. For example, if you're in a car scene and the car is going around the corner, you're going to feel like you're slightly moving within that car. Now, this screen technology is coming soon to 100 theaters in the U.S. and the UK. Scott, this sounds really cool. I like that idea.
The theater experience is getting better and better, isn't it?
It really is.
Entertainment news is next.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Temperatures are rising and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new 2018 Jeep Wranglers. Or get the most awarded SUV of all time, a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Find the path to your next great adventure in the all-new Jeep Compass for just $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
According to a new survey by U.S. News & World Report, 3 of Alabama's top 4 hotels and resorts are part of the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail Resort Collection. The Grand Hotel Marriott Resort in Point Clear, the Battle House Renaissance Mobile Hotel and Spa, and the Renaissance Birmingham Ross Bridge Golf Resort and Spa. Hey, we didn't invent Southern hospitality, we just offer more of it. Visit rtjgolf.com/resorts to find out more.
It's hard to see when you're outside at night. It's time for the Atomic Beam Sunblast, the new solar-powered light that's super bright. Atomic Beam Sunblast lets you add a light anywhere, and the atomic solar panels charge the built-in lithium-ion battery quickly. Then the 180-degree motion sensor turns on the light when you get near and automatically turns off when you disappear. Look, here's a best-selling outdoor solar light. And here's the Super Bright Atomic Beam Sunblast. Get the Super Bright Atomic Beam Sunblast for only $19.99. But wait, call right now and you can double your order and get a second Sunblast, plus our best-selling Atomic Beam Flashlight. Just pay a separate fee. That's 2 Atomic Beam Sunblasts and the Atomic Beam Flashlight. Call now.
Call 1-800-431-6640. That's 1-800-431-6640. Or visit mysunblast.com. So call 1-800-431-6640. Order now.
Reorganizing a space in your home? Save up to 20% on our beautiful light finishes during the California Closet's Shades of White event. Contact us today for a free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
In entertainment news, actress Marie Avgeropoulos is facing felony battery charges tonight after she was arrested last week in Los Angeles.
TMZ reporting the star was arrested after her boyfriend reported she hit him during an argument. When authorities arrived, he reportedly had marks on his body and she was arrested. Avgeropoulos plays Octavia Blake in the CW sci-fi series called The 100.
Well, thoughts and prayers continue to pour out for Aretha Franklin's recovery. This morning, the Detroit church where she got her start singing gospel held a prayer service for the star. Franklin is gravely ill and is in hospice care at her home. The soul singer has been dogged by reports of failing health for years now and appeared frail in recent photos, but she has kept her struggles private.
The highest paid star in the country music world is Luke Bryan. Forbes has crowned the American Idol judge the king of country, saying he raked in $52 million over the last year, dethroning Garth Brooks, who was the champ 3 years running. Brooks falls to second place with just a measly $45.5 million.
We'll walk this way towards Las Vegas if you want to hear Aerosmith live. The legendary band has announced their first Vegas residency. The shows kick off in April of next year at the Park Theater on the Vegas Strip and runs through July 9th, 2019. That would be a cool show to see.
And a reminder, Florida Power and Light representatives are here to answer your questions about your energy bill. You can call our phone bank right now at 552-3127 with your questions.
Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather after the break.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Get more for your money during the Subaru A Lot to Love event at Sunset Subaru. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Impreza is an IIHS top safety pick for 11 years running. Lease a new Subaru Impreza today for just $182 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like, then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
Another pair of satisfied emotions. Looks to me like elation and maybe some amazement. It's part of the Honda Summer Spectacular event experience. You could say satisfaction comes standard here, just like the Honda Accord comes standard with a luxurious, roomy interior. All at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
We see it all the time.
Visit your local Honda dealer and test drive the Honda Accord, 2018's North American Car of the Year.
All across America, there are kids going hungry. It sounds crazy, but it's real. It's also a problem we're fixing. Kids who rely on school meals need help in the summer. That means neighborhood meal sites that are easy to get to and free for every kid. When you make breakfast part of a school day, a lot more kids get the chance to eat. These programs work. Over the past few years, 1/3 fewer children in the United States are facing hunger. Let's make No Kid Hungry a reality.
Like ABC7 WWSB on Facebook.